It's legislation.
Yeah.
May I just identify it? It's legislation that unless standing orders provide otherwise, voting on a question shall be by a show of hands. At the request of a councillor, the voting on any question shall be recorded to show as whether each councillor present and voting gave their vote for or against that question. My question to us all is, would it be best practice for ourselves to acknowledge who votes and how they vote in addition to the legislation that's required? And the name, it's a named vote.
Well, name vote can ask if anybody who wants to ask the name vote, and the council can ask that.
But what I'm saying is I'm asking whether we feel it should be just best practice that we do it all the time.
Are you referring, you know, when we voted for the first amendment, are you referring to that too?
Yeah, well, until these orders are adopted, we're still on the old rules. But all I'm saying is this is quite clear that the councillor raising a vote can ask for the names to be recorded. I'm just saying, would it not be prudent in our company, Cheddleton Parish Council, that we do it as a matter of course?
Well, it's
No, I think this is always an older councillor, that any councillor can ask for name. So why would you say that now we would do every vote?
it just said the voting on any question shall be recorded so as to show whether each councillor present and voting gave their vote for or against that question. So we've got to do it if it's in legislation.
But that is at the request of a councillor. What I'm saying is, and it's a question because I've gone through this document with a fine tooth comb. It's just a question, rather than saying, I put my hand up but I want this to be a name vote. Should we not just do that as best practice?
I would advise you to do that, because we've got a facility that every councillor can have that. You were saying on that, you were imposing on that. No. It's up to your members. If you all decided that's what you want to do, I've got no problem with that. But personally, in my council, 95 onward, and always the case, councillor can ask the name vote. Councillor can ask anytime, one call.
The thing I think is, if it is a big thing, maybe someone asks, we do a lot of, can we do this for the community centre, can we vote on that? And I think it would create a lot of extra work for the clerk who was making the minutes to make a note in every meeting of smaller things like that. So I'll say maybe we just stick it to at the request and we do it for big things, potentially. Just because on votes like, should we do this, should we pay this bill? It just becomes a little bit much if we're writing everyone's name.
I only raise the issue, I'm raising it for discussion, for the purpose of tonight.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, I've seen the vote. Yeah.
It does add to transparency, especially if a member isn't at the meeting and you go back through the minutes, you can actually see who's voted for what if you do it that way.
I don't think
Whereas
that's
you don't know who.
Sorry. In county council, they don't do that. District council, they don't do that. So are we going to create something new? Because obviously we wanted to make sure we do this. No. Again, if you member decide they want it, do, I've got no problem with that. But I think this is not a way.
I'll make a proposal, if I may, that we do as best practice, record 3 votes and how we vote all the time, as an addition to the legislation.
Proposing, I'm proposing we can as a win, and then we make the notes as a win.
But when it's an important, when it's, you know, an important vote.
Do you understand what you're saying?
I think that. No, that's good.
Do you understand what I'm saying again?
What I'm saying is that the way we do it now, we do put it down, it's important, isn't it?
I mean, if any council, the way I look at
We
it,
might just record the whole lot, haven't we?
That's a proposal from somebody.
It's well, as our county councillor has said, it's transparency, you know, because we haven't got anything to hide.
Well, nobody's hiding in respect to Sue. Is the county council do this?
You can ask for a name vote.
Well,
it
this we
doesn't
can ask
belong.
but you can, according to this legislation, or for every vote on everything, and to be that to owners.
That's right, no, I think it, you know, but at the end of the day, we at the moment are trying to adopt this one here, but that doesn't mean to say we have to, you know, every 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 2 minutes, no. The game in your hand.
Should we vote on this then?
Yeah.
Well, I put a proposal, but
Yeah.
it's whether it's
You've got
seconded.
your proposal as well.
I'll go to you guys as well.
I'll second Sue's.
And if you put
I think
amendment
we
in,
should be as
did you?
transparent as we possibly can do. That's what we're
Can
here
speak
for.
a little bit.
I know, I think
That's my.
Chinese is about we do.
So really what you're saying that we should carry on, so you put opposing sign.
I'm saying, yeah, like,
He's opposing it. He's opposing it, he said should carry on what we're doing.
I'll just bring up the proposal for it.
You said it.
So, yeah.
Okay. Yes.
I think, given the circumstances, some of the stuff we have to vote on, i.e. checks being paid, finances being passed, that feels a little bit, it can be a bit over the top, but I think we've all got a responsibility and you know, it's been brought to the table whereby if there is a decision made, we record it. And moving forward, if there's a decision to be made and we've all got the agenda before, perhaps then we highlight it going into it where this will be a recorded vote. And then we all know and we're all aware of it now, everyone at this table where we can do that.
At the moment, been proposed and seconded, so can we take the proposal and seconded, can we take the vote, all those in favour of a proposal? 1, 2, 3. All those against? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, you've been denied.
So we remain as we are.
Yes. But, you know,
But there is a provision there for any councillors to be present.
any councillor can cost, what's his name?
But as a person who's typed up a lot of minutes, I think